All right, we're looking at a halo figure, which I picked up at Ross for $3.99. This is in their 4-inch scale, but it's actually bigger than that. It's in the Worlds of Halo scale, New World of Halo scale. I have yet to find all of these. At my particular store, they had Master Chef, and this one is the second one they've had there. I would absolutely freaking love to pick up this one. This one would be great too. And of course, I invite all of those figures to come live with me forever. So this is Series 4 for the New World of Halo figure scale. And today we have Frederic-104 with DMR. I guess it's like Dance Dance Revolution. Oh, that's EDR, not DMR. All right, so coming right out of the package, we got some tape here. So let's go ahead and get that tape off real quick. We have a really great stand for these. So if you can't stand these, use a stand. The stands can also be used for other figures, which we'll look at and investigate a bit maybe later. All right, coming off the shell, I am looking for anything I gotta cut, which I don't see anything, but as soon as I start picking it out, I'm sure it'll say, wait a minute, buddy. And sure enough, there is one around his waist, and that seems to be the only one I see. So, personally, I do not like these plastic things. They drive me bonkers trying to get them out. They're always also very difficult to get to, so it's like I'm doing surgery or something. All right, nurse scalpel. No. Looks like we have removed the suture. All right, so that goes into the recycling bin. All right, so let's take a look at this figure. First off, the first thing I like to do is find out how tall we're actually talking about, because it was kind of flaunting itself to be in the 1/18 scale, but it is clearly not. It is 4.5 inches tall. To everybody else in the world, that makes it about 12 centimeters tall. He stands above the size of a turtle. As far as the Batman, the animated series, he's a little bit more on par with him actually. But he's awfully skinny compared to him, so he's not stylized the same. So if you're trying to mix him up with your G.I. Joes, you might be stretching it at that point. So let's get less distractions behind us. All right, so for articulation, let's look at the paint first real quick. There's some really good paint apps right there. You got the blue molding is a really nice color of blue. We also have black with blue painted on top of it. That doesn't quite match, but I'm not sure if it has to. We got something, looks like it's metallic looking coming out of the side right here. And of course there's some gray paint that looks like it's metallic. Or it looks like something making it look like metal. There's a hole in the back, which is probably the weapon storage area. Excellent. And we got the hands. Now he doesn't come with extra hands. That's the taller size, the 7-inch scale. There is some gnat in here. Just let the cat's out. I guess the gnat came in. All right, so for the head, he can look up, he can look down, he can look all around, but he can't go back 360 degrees. Well, never mind. We'll just keep on pushing. So if you maneuver his head around, you can get him around 360 degrees. His shoulders can only go up this far because of the armor. He can go a full 360 degrees, but of course that's going to cause a lot of pain later on in life. His arms at the elbows, they got this really neat joint here. It's almost like they got part of it like it's straight, but you can tell it's a little bit bent already, so that you can get 90 degrees even though there's armor in the way. His hands are on a swivel, and there is a joint that bends out and in. On the waist, we have it above in the upper torso, a ball joint, and the waist has got nothing on this one. Hold on. Nope, nothing. Now I'm so used to these older 8-inch figures I had a long time ago, or have. They have these really weird legs joints, which I'm used to, but I keep thinking that this one looks a lot like it for some reason. All right, he's got a hinge and swivel joint. Now it only goes out this far, so no cheerleading practice for you. Oh, well, if you, does he have a pull down joint? I think it's just more of a joint, like it's a teeter-totter joint for the crotch joint. He also has a thigh swivel, but not getting much out of that. All right, let's see if he can sit down a full 90 degrees and while that net annoys me. And then in his leg, we got a double joint pin, but for his armored body, a bug. The bug is bugging me. It does pretty well. It goes 180 degrees, which is pretty shocking. Those knees look absolutely non-realistic. I mean, they should have put the two pins closer to the front. No, you do put it in the back. Anyway, the way I've seen it done on a action figure one time that was perfect was making it where you bend it and the knee was only slightly showing here, but then the knee protruded. The knee's not protruding, it's flattening out on this. So it's similar, but it doesn't work the same. For the ankles, let's see, we have an ankle rocker. He can, well, he's already tiptoeing, so he can go up this far to do a heel kick to somebody's face. As you can see from that gap right there, the pin's going that way into the foot for the ankle rocker. All right, for him to hold the weapon. We got this right here. It's a rifle, so see how he looks like he's carrying it into battle. That looks pretty good right there. And of course, they stand sometimes on their own. Let me see if I can get him. Yeah, he stands, but will he survive an earthquake? Well, I live here at the beach on the East Coast. Even though South Carolina's had significantly more earthquakes during these last days before the rapture, it still hasn't affected my area, but they have went from 15 a year to about 100 a year now, which is just another sign of the times. We knew that in the last days there'll be earthquakes in diverse places, which means multiple and diverse. So he's got to stand for those who are in accident or like Elgin, South Carolina, where there's earthquakes recently, or for you guys who live in places that are more unstable. Now this stand, let's see, can we put other figures on it as well? Can we put a turtle on it? Hey, we can. Can we put Garizilla on it? Garizilla. He's only got one peg hole. Hey, we can. It's nice. Can we put Batman on it? Doesn't even have a hole in his foot. He has holes in both feet. He's one of the hardest ones to stand, so he might get that stand. I did get a pack that had about 10 stands in it, so I was like, yes, just for the stands alone, that pack was worth it. So there we go, perfect, because this guy keeps on wanting to slump back, and this particular Batman has the cape that's not attached. So yeah, he's going to get one of the stands for sure. I might get a gray one since he's not normally Batman in grass. I don't see that. So he looks fantastic in this pose. I almost hate to take his gun out of his hand, but I already showed you where it goes in the back. I personally think this is one of the better of the colors. But in Series 4, we have about 6 different figures. And I do want to take a quick look at the rest of those with you. All right, let's push him back, and let's push Batman back, and he's not going to stand up. Yeah, he's pushing back on the guy behind him. So out of the other ones, now I'm just getting these if I find them at Ross. We used to have them at Walgreens. I know I had bought 2 there for $10 back in the day, just a few years ago. So Master Chief. I make fun of it so much I forget how to say it. The Grunt Mule looks kind of cool. Now the thing is, most of these I'm imagining the smaller Mega Blocks ones, because or the Mega Constructs ones. Those are the ones I'm used to. The Spartan Evil looks good, and of course this is Frederic. Now which Master Chief do I have? It's probably this one, because I do not remember that weapon at all. All right, grapple shot, nope. And then we have the Elite Ultra, which looks amazing. I love the detail on those. And then we have that Gorilla dude. I guess it's Gorilla Grodd. So which one would you pick up if you saw all 7 of these? Actually, there's 7, I just realized that. Which one would be the first one you pick up? For me, it'd be this dude. And then, I don't know, I think this one's very interesting. Second, third, fourth. So I guess these are better sellers, because even I'm picking them above, although I don't know. I'd have to see the Grunt in real life, because he's probably not as good as he looks on here. Then this one, and then the Master Chief, because he's kind of common. I don't know. Probably this one since I don't have it. All right, well, thanks for watching. Let me know if you have picked these up at your Ross, and if you found anything else at your Ross, let me know, because maybe it'll eventually come to my Ross. I know when I was down in North of Myrtle Beach one time at their Ross, they had stuff that we didn't have, but a month later it showed up. So things like that happen. You'll get a shipment today, and then they'll send it somewhere else tomorrow.